All right. Bismillah. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, everyone. So this is ITT 400, Intro to Data Communication and Networking Lab Session, week number 4. Right. And this is for group. Let me check once again. This is group 2B, right?
Yes, sir.
9 until 11. Okay, so we are still at LAN level. Okay. So now I'm going to show you, or I am going to demonstrate another architecture. We call it VTP. Okay, so what is VTP? I have a link here. Maybe I would like to share with you. Simple link here from cisco.com. So understanding VLAN trunk protocol or VTP. So VLAN trunk protocol reduces administration in the switch network when you configure a new VLAN on VTP. The VLAN is distributed, right? The VLAN is distributed. I think we have, you know how to set up your VLAN database, right? And then you know how to assign the port in each VLAN. Okay, and then you know how to configure the access port. Okay, the access port, so that any devices connected to connected. Okay, so any devices connected to those port will able to access the VLAN. So instead of manually configure VLAN in a tier architecture, so usually in network we have a few tier. So this is your core, right? So you have your core. So all the core switches in this level. And then you have your distribution layer. You have your distribution. This is a tiered architecture. And finally, access layer. Usually access layer, sorry, delete first. Okay. So usually access layer is the biggest, it is the largest tier because it hosts multiple or many devices. Okay. This is your distribution. And this is your access. All right. So in this case, we only have two. Okay, we only have two layers. So the core will be here, the server, and client is the access. So we might want to have multiple clients, or maybe, if you have two buildings, you can start to deploy a distribution switch here at the middle, and then you extend to your client, okay, and make this middle switch as a the VTP transparent. Okay, never mind. We will talk about this design later on. Right. So basically, this design, this architecture, sorry, is to support this tiered architecture. Okay. core distribution and access. Okay. And if you assign or if you declare any VLAN on the core switch, it will be distributed. It will be automatically distributed as per the definition just now. Okay, the VLAN will be distributed. Right, so you just declare at the core switch, and it will be disseminated or distributed throughout the entire network. Okay, throughout the entire network. All right, so hope that's clear. Can you turn on your, can you run your packet tracer? Have you run it? As I mentioned, this is to assist your group project. So I'm expecting there will be a wow factor in your project, since I involved directly in your project. Involved in the sense that I show to you some of the techniques, some of the architecture whereby you can apply those techniques, those architecture, those concepts in your group project. All right, so let's move on. I think I just sidestep. Okay, just step to the side. Sidestep. Okay, so first and foremost, let us build our core switch. So this is probably our core switch. Okay. Right now I'm switch 7, so probably you are switch 0 because you have a fresh window, a new window. So never mind. If you don't mind, can you turn on we turn on a bit our camera, and then we turn off. We just to make sure that everyone we can capture those. This is online class, so and this is a recorded version, so at least I have something to right, connect it to another gigabit. This one. All right. So this is your core. This is your distribution. So we want to set this as VTP server, and we want to set this as VTP client. Okay. So far so good.
Good.
All right. Okay. So let's open your switch, the server. So CLI. Enter. Enable. Okay, so configure terminal. So let's create the VLAN first. VLAN 10. Name student. And then we have VLAN 20. Name staff. All right, so I think we can turn off our camera. Thank you. Okay. Have you done this?
Done.
All right. Okay, thank you. So save your configuration. So do copy run start, or sometimes people do write memory. I think this is a good practice, because if you want, sometimes if you want to refurbish your switch, you can erase everything. So when you erase, usually they will erase the configuration in the startup config, right? Okay, so config VLAN and then do show VLAN. So you will see the two VLAN is here. Can you copy and paste it in the chat box so that I can track those who manage to get it done, successfully get it done, or get it done successfully. So this is the meeting chat. So I've copied my result. Can you copy your result? Or you cannot use the meeting chat.
That did.
Oh, you cannot use that.
Yes.
Right. Show meeting details. Show meeting notes. Right, so never mind. But I hope that I think this is a very simple steps. Okay. And then exit, and on the VLAN interface. So interface VLAN 10. And now the interface VLAN 10 is changed to up. We give IP address. So IP address. So for VLAN 10, we give 192.168.10. Dot. Maybe this is the gateway dot 1. And then the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. And no shut. I think actually it's the state is already up, but I mean, sometimes you autopilot to do this no shut. Okay. All right. Can we proceed? Okay. Let me wait for a couple of minutes. Let me know if you have done. If you have done it.
Done, sir.
All right. And then we give IP address to VLAN 20. Okay, now VLAN 20 changed to up. IP address 192.168. What do you think the IP address will be? 20.1, 255, 255, 255.0. Right? As usual, let me know if you have done it.
Done, sir.
Okay. So, can you apply this show command? So do show IP interface brief. Do show IP interface brief. And enter. And space, click the space bar. And you will see this too. Okay. The state is up, but the protocol is down because usually for VLAN you need to have a trunk. Okay, you need to have a trunk. Have you got the same status? Up and up?
Dapat, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so we have the VLAN table. We assign this VLAN ID, IP address. And now the status is up. Okay, so we will proceed to make this switch as VTP server. All right. So for your information, all the configuration is here. I mean, by design, all the information is concentrated. Okay, you only apply this configuration on the VTP server, and the rest will be distributed to the client. Okay, so let us make this switch as a server, VTP server. So exit, you are in interface level, so you exit. You are now in the config terminal. Right. So start with VTP and then question mark. Again, what is VTP? Have anyone captured, the definition just now? What is VTP? VLAN trunk protocol. Okay, VTP. So it will reduce administration work on a switch network. Number two, so VLAN will be automatically distributed. This is some of the if you take certification pathway, so the definition, the benefits, the advantage will be much more, right? But these are the two important benefits or advantages. So we choose domain. Oh, sorry, we choose mode. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. So by default, every switch will be set as server by default. Every switch, a new switch will be set as server. So if you question mark here, so you have a few options: transparent, server, and client. So we want to set this switch as server. So put type server. When you enter, so you will see device mode already VTP server. Do you receive that?
Receive.
All right. Okay, so now this is already a VTP server. And what's next? So just now you see we have a few more options. Mode, domain. So we want to create a domain like a area. In OSPF, I think we have to know OSPF. So we want to create a domain here, so that every single network devices, or in particular every single switch will be administered under the same domain. So in this case, maybe we define the domain as FSKM. Okay. So get back the Windows. The Windows here, the switch, VTP server switch with CLI. Okay, so configure the domain. So VTP domain. Can you question mark? Right, so it is just an arbitrary word, the ASCII name for VTP administrative domain. So as agreed, so we, administer, or we group it, okay, we group it under FSCAM and enter. Okay, so changing VTP domain from now to FSCAM. So far so good?
Good, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
all right. Oh, now I can hear many voices, which is good. Okay, and then you apply this command, do show VTP status. Do show VTP status. I mean, there's so many show command. This is what, come across in my mind. So I just use whatever that cross in my mind. There will be many more show command that you can learn. And one thing that you have to know in packet tracer, the command is very limited because this is just a simulated environment. Okay, so if you want to learn more, I guess the best, the best software will be GNS3. But GNS3 nowadays, you know, they will incur, if you want to deploy, if you want to deploy any network device onto the simulator, so I think they will ask you to buy. If you want to have the iOS image, you need to purchase the iOS image. If you want to buy the if you want to use the virtual environment, so you need to purchase the license of virtual. So there will be a multiple steps, multiple complicated step. Okay. Packet tracer is good for a newbie. Okay, a newbie. Okay, do show VTP status, enter. So what do you see? Can you spot anything? Can you see that?
Domain name.
Yeah. Okay, so you spot this one, domain name. This one. Okay, VTP operating mode is server. You can see that maximum VLAN supported. Okay, is 255. Okay, 255. And then the digest message, so on and so forth. I mean, each and every of this information has its own purpose. Its own purpose. So if you would like to know more, go for the certification. Okay. All right. So one thing, if you want to use VTP and if you want the information to be distributed across network, so you need to have trunk. We enable trunk in both legs. So go to the server again, and this is the interface gigabit 0/1. So interface gigabit 0/1. Okay, and then switch port. Can you question mark? So I guess we use this mode. So switch port mode trunk. Enter. Okay. So once you enter, you will see the interface just now, the line protocol, which were down previously. Okay. This VLAN. Now it changed state to up. Okay. So the line protocol changed state to up for VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Right. So remember this, whenever you create a VLAN interface, this VLAN interface will never work if you don't have a trunk link. Okay, a trunk link. So we have enabled trunk in switch in port GI01, we need to enable another interface, which is interface what? Gigabit 0/2. Okay. So switch port mode trunk. Let me know if you have done this.
Done, sir.
Okay.
Done, sir.
All right. So we can stop or we can close. The server side and move to the client side. So this is your client side. Can you turn on one of the switch? One of the switches. Okay. So first and foremost, you need to configure this port as trunk as well. Right. So get your CLI. Enter. Enable. Configure terminal. So what interface is that? Interface. Right. So what interface? Gigabit 0/1. Switch port mode trunk. Okay. So this is a trunk now. Yes. All right. Yeah. Hello. Can you turn off your mute yourself? By Zawir. Can you yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. So now we want to set this as client. So exit from interface level. So go to VTP mode client. So now you set the device to mode client. Got this?
Dapat, sir.
Okay. We just wait for a couple of minutes. So anyone else? Anyone else?
Dah, sir.
All right. Good. Okay. So now let's check the status. So what is the command? Anyone recall or can anyone who still remember what is the command to know the status? Anyone recall the command? The show
Do
command.
show VTP status.
Do show VTP status. Okay, what do you discover here? Okay, so you can see we just configure just now. We just configure the mode client. Okay, and then they will automatically define the domain name and then the mode client. So they inherit the information. Okay. But basically, if you want to, you can also configure that. Apply the VTP domain command, VTP domain FSKM in this switch. But then it will defeat the purpose, because once you declare this as a client, so it will inherit. The information will be distributed. Right? So you can see the FSKM here. Okay, so what's next? How to show the VLAN database, the VLAN table. Anyone? Do show VLAN. Okay. Anything that you can spot on? Guys, anything that you can spot on?
Status.
Pardon? Can anyone tell me what you can spot on in this VLAN table? Just apply do show VLAN. Yeah.
VLAN 10, 20.
Yeah, the VLAN 10 and 20 is automatically derived from VTP server. You haven't, configured this, right? Yeah. So this is the beauty of having, VLAN trunk protocol. Okay, can you do the same thing on, the next switch? And let me know if you receive the same message. I mean, if you receive this as well. Maybe I give you a couple of minutes. Okay, just let me know if you have done it. All right.
Done, sir.
Yes. Anyone has successfully configured?
Yes. Done, sir.
Okay. Who's get it done first? Oh, okay. Nur Hazima. I cannot verify your work, so how come I can, give you one extra relative point? Okay. So, okay, never mind. So let's, this is switch. Okay. So let's go here, double click what will the first command? What will be the first command? Okay. So
INT.
turn on the trunk. What's next? VTP mode client.
Client.
Yeah, just this two. And then that's it. So do show VTP status. So you will see you are a client, and now this is the domain. What's next? Do show VLAN. And you will see this too. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. So now, can you go to VTP server once again? Enter, enable. Okay, so apply this show command, show IP int brief, and enter. Okay, so you will see these two interface now. The status is up and up. The status is up, and the line protocol is up. Okay, can you ping the IP address? So ping 192.168.10.1 and 20.1. So you should get 100% and 100%. Okay, you get 100%?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's good. All right. So now, you take out one PC here and another PC here. All right. And then you connect these two. Fast Ethernet 01. And then this one, Fast Ethernet 01 as well. Okay, so double click on VTP client. Enter. Do show VLAN. All right. So can you do me a favor? I need this interface from 1 until 10, or perhaps from 10 to 15. Okay, from 10 to 15 to be assigned on this VLAN. You remember you are in switch 8. Okay. All right. and then fast Ethernet 020 to 24 to access VLAN 20. Can you do that? Still remember what is the command? Okay, so from 1 to 10 is to access VLAN 10. Oh, sorry. From 10. Oh, I'm connected to 01, right? Okay, so from 01 to 05. Sorry. From 01 to 05 to access VLAN 10. And from fast Ethernet 20 to 24 to access VLAN 20. Can you do that? We just give you a couple of minutes. Right, so anyone has successfully grouped the interface in a specific VLAN that I've mentioned just now? Okay, so still I mean, since I haven't received any response, so I thought some of you are still working still figuring out how to solve the issue. So
Not yet.
keep continue or keep configuring.
Done, sir.
Oh, okay, right. So what is the command that you use?
INT range
Mm-hmm.
FA 0/10 and until 15 for VLAN
Okay.
10.
Okay.
And then switch port mode access
Mm-hmm.
and switch port access VLAN 10.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. But by the way, just now I've changed from VLAN since you are. If you notice here, I'm connecting myself to FA01, and I want this PC3 to access VLAN 10. Sorry. So the range is actually 01 until 05. Okay, if you can do that.
Okay, sir.
All right. Configure terminal interface range fast Ethernet 0 to 5. Okay. Sorry. Okay. And then switch port mode access. And then switch port access VLAN. This is VLAN 10. Okay. And then show VLAN. You will see this one. Sorry. Okay. So let's move on. How about this one? From 20 until 24. Okay, let's do that. So this is range. So we are still in range. Fast Ethernet 0/20 until 24. All right. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 20.
20.
All right. And do copy run start. And then show VLAN. And you will see this. right? So just a few line of command. So this one range, and then this one mode access, and this one switch port access VLAN 10. Okay. Okay, so can you apply the same step, the same process on this switch, right? So since this is 01, so 01 until 05 to access VLAN 10, and 020 until 024 to access VLAN 20. Okay, can you do that on this switch? Let me know if you have done this, if you have done that. Thank you. Okay, should be easy, right? So let's go here. Right, enable, configure terminal, interface range. What is the interface range? Interface range
Fast Ethernet 0
0,
slash
1
1
until
5.
to 5. Right. The switch port mode access. The switch port access VLAN 10. Right. And another one, interface fast Ethernet 0 slash 20 until 24. Oops. Okay. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 20.
20.
Right. So do show VLAN. So you will see, right, both are here. Okay. So now you can see that PC, mine is PC3. So maybe yours is PC0. So PC3 is connected to fast Ethernet 01 and PC4 is connected to fast Ethernet 01. Okay. They are in a two different sites, but actually they are accessing an interface that has been grouped, right? That has been grouped into VLAN 10. Okay. So what will be the possible IP address of PC3? Can you open PC3? Okay. Desktop and IP configuration. So what do you think? What is the IP address? Can someone suggest one IP address for PC3? Remember, this is VLAN 10.
192.
Okay.
168. 10.100.
Whatever. Okay, good. 10.100. All right. And what will be the default gateway? The default gateway is the VLAN interface that you have configured in the server, VTP server. 192.168. 10 dot
1.
1. Okay, so this is I'm not so sure whether we managed to get it done perfectly, but let's go and check this. So we are in PC3. PC3 are accessing VLAN 1. So can you open your command prompt? Okay, so try to ping the gateway here. You try to ping the gateway here. Okay, so ping 192.168.10.1. Right? You should get a reply. Have you got this?
Dapat.
Yes.
All
Dapat,
right.
sir.
So that shows that your VLAN is working. Your VTP also, the VTP server and VTP client setup is working or are working correctly. So as usual, the first when you try to ping, you will get the request timeout. Maybe they try to populate, or maybe the MAC table. They still build the CAM table. They're still building the CAM table. Okay. So we can reach the server here. I mean, we can reach the server, the gateway. And then, how about this one, PC4? Or yours maybe PC1. So PC1 is accessing, is currently connected to fast Ethernet 0/1. And fast Ethernet 0/1, you have group it to access VLAN 10. Okay. So what will be the possible IP address for PC4? Anyone? Can you give me one IP address? Can you suggest to me one IP address for PC4 or yours maybe PC1?
192,
Okay.
168,
Uh-huh.
20.
No.
Oh, 10.
Remember? Yeah, remember? Remember, even though they are in a two different sites. So this is the beauty of VLAN. Even though they are in two different sites, but we group this interface into one VLAN, right? Into the same VLAN. So if you notice the range, the interface range from 01 to 05, we group it in VLAN 10.
10.
Okay. And then fast Ethernet 0/20 to 24, we group it into VLAN 20. So having said that, what will be the possible IP address for PC4? 192.168.
.10.
.10.
200.
200. Okay. So this is the subnet mask. What will be the default gateway? 192.
192.168. 10.1.
10.1. Okay, so this is another moment of truth. So you know that this is dot 200, and you have assigned this as dot 100. So you are now in PC. You are now in PC4, which is the dot 200. Okay, so they are separated, geographically separated. Okay, geographically separated. So they are in two different sites, but they are in the same VLAN. So can they communicate to each other? So can you ping? Okay, can you ping? This is my dot 2000. Can you ping the dot 100? Oh, first and foremost, can you from here PC4? Can you ping the gateway first? Can you ping 192.168.10.1? Okay, have you got a reply?
Dapat.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, okay, again, another moment of truth. So from 200, can you ping 100? So ping 192.168.10.100.
Dapat.
Yeah, all right. So they are in the same VLAN basically. Okay, even though they are in a two separate locations, they are in the same VLAN, and then you can reach this. So can you do the same thing? So can you connect? We still got time here. Can you connect? Another PC. Okay, and we have another PC here. This time, can you connect it to access VLAN 20 and try to ping each other? You try to do that. This is .100 and this is .200. But instead of accessing VLAN 10, you assign it to VLAN 20. Can you do that? Okay, let's try.
Yes.
Okay, let's try. And let me know if you've done this. I mean, if you manage to get it done, right? Just let me know.
Done, sir.
All right, good. Give me like 2 minutes. Maybe we let your friends to try to complete the configuration. Okay, so how about the rest? All right, so let's get this cable and connect it to. I want it to be grouped in VLAN 20. So it start with fast Ethernet 0/20. This one, right? So fast Ethernet 0/20. And this one as well, connect it to fast Ethernet 0/20. All right. And then the IP address 192.168.20.100. Subnet mask, default gateway 192.168.20.1. Okay, and close this. And close this. And open PC6. Desktop IP config 192.168.20.200. Subnet mask and default gateway 192.168.20.1. All right, so from this side, let's try to ping the gateway 192.168.20.1. Okay, we got a reply. Now, so from this side, you ping your neighbor, not neighbor, they are actually in the same area, okay, but in the two different locations. So you try to ping 192.168.20.100. All right, so you get a reply. Okay, so when they are in the same VLAN, they can reach to each other. So if you want to enable inter-VLAN, check out my video on inter-VLAN. You need to have a router, okay? Or actually, if you're using a layer 3 VLAN, layer 2, layer 3 switch. Sorry, if you're using layer 2 or layer 3 switch, you can have the the IP route configuration assigned in the VLAN as well, or maybe as what we have learned, you take out one switch and make it as a trunk, and define the encapsulation. Okay, encapsulation and sub interface. Right, so you can extend it from here. Okay, so that's it. I have a simple one here. This one. So if you notice, we only have one cable from the server to the trunk. Okay, both legs. So from the server to the client, I only have one link. Usually, in a production network, you need to have two. Okay, you need to have two. So why? Because it support what we call redundancy. Okay, it support redundancy. It will support redundancy. So let's say if this link is down or broken, I still have another link. Okay, I still have another link to support the communication. So this is the thing that you can do. All right. So if let's say you connect, okay, maybe let me try that.